There used to be like so much, or like such a strong sense of a fear of missing out. Fear of missing out of something better, something cooler, something that would finally make this feel fulfilled and complete. Always so much hope. And it was always so fucking painful in the end, because obviously nothing will ever fill the void, the hole, the illusion. Because it's not even there, so just this whole circle of trying to fill it, that's just a whole freaking suffering. Because there's nothing to fill, so there's just this illusionary chase. Which, of course, yeah, no one is doing that. No one can help doing that. There's no one who can stop it. There's no practice that will lead to the chase stopping. There is no practice leading to this. This just appears as practicing, because it appears as and seems like there's a path. There's a start, there's a beginning, there's an end, there's a goal. There's somewhere to go. It's so wow, how it used to feel like really this deep sense of going somewhere. There is a world, and you are moving around in a world. And it's not like there's someone here who is not anymore moving around in the world. There's not anyone anywhere. There's no distance, no different places, no separation. Literally just what is appearing, just this, just the scenery, just the scene, just the screen, you know? Only this, nothing behind, nothing further away. Wow. So full, it's just wow, pulsating with fullness. Ooh, that sounds so cool. It's not like that at all. It's not, you know, like this psychedelic experience. There is no experiencer. No experience to have. No one to have it. But this chase, like, oof, it's like, yeah, there's a memory of like this, just this deep hole in the belly that you want to fill. Feeling so lonely, feeling so scared, feeling, you know, left behind, afraid of not fitting in, need to gather things to feel complete, safe. Ooh, a lot of friends, a lot of activities, a lot of things happening in the future, you know. Always need to plan for what's coming, because only being this, you know, just this is so, wow, so scary. It feels so, ooh. What a joke it is when it's just home. It has always been home, and no one forgot it. This is just a spiritual story that someone can remember. There's no one who can remember anything. Oh, it's so weird that, you know, these are just words, it's just stories, but literally it's so unknown. It will always be unknown. This is just a way of talking about it. Apparently it has become a way of talking about what, you know, you can never put into words. No one to understand it. Fuck, it's so freaking unknown. It's so, no one can know it, you know. There's nothing to be known. It's not a thing. There's no one inside. There's no inside. There's no one outside. No one above. No one, you know, below. All these stories of higher self, lower self, the ego, the lower nature. Oh, it's just a fucking shitty story. Sorry, I mean, yeah, maybe it was fun for a little bit, but then it was just so fucking shitty. whatever you did, it was never enough. Apparently, it was always another carrot to freaking chase and chew a little bit on, and then it disappeared, and then a new one came along, and oh fuck, it was so really horrible. So horrible, always chasing highs, always wishing for it to be the final freaking fucking high. Because there's a guru promising something, the rainbow ends over here, come here, this is the end of the chase. Oh, what a fucking bullshit, fucking shit story. But really, so fucking crappy. So crappy. Oh, was never enough, and so much money, just pouring money on all these spiritual activities, and I don't even know. But nothing is better or worse than anything. This is just blah, this is just talking. It can, maybe be taken very personally, and then there's no choice in that. It's just a trigger, and, there's no choice in being triggered or not. And that is just equally this fucking love. This love, it's all love. It's all home. Nothing is fucking excluded or included. Love will never be a thing. It's not a thing. Gratitude or whatever, that's not better than not feeling grateful, It's all love. And that's why it sounds so radical, so fucked up, so, what? What are you saying? It's all love. All the emotions, all the, black holes, the depression, the loneliness, the hopelessness, the fuck my lifeness. That's all this love, this unknown love, just happening for no reason. It's going nowhere, and it didn't come from anything, and nothing will lead up to it, so to speak. This is already it, just sitting here, drawing, flowers on a paper sheet, eating protein ice cream instead of normal ice cream, because apparently this wants to to lose some weight after gaining weight for being sick for a long time. And that is just a light story, comes and goes by itself, nobody cares, apparently that's just what's happening. But it's not like no one is like holding on to that, and that's so cool. It's just happening by itself when it's appearing. When there's just drawing, there's no one to remember any of the stories. It's just drawing. There is no sense of Julia is drawing and Julia is this. She's a woman, she's this age, she's like this, she has these hopes and dreams, she did that good, she did that bad, all these freaking attachment, all these badges, describing who you are. It's just drawing. It's just drawing. Maybe soon it's just going to the store and buy a snack. Maybe soon it's just watching Netflix. Every action is just writing in sand, and the water comes again and again and again. And it's so cool how it appears as, cause and effect, like having a partner, or, being at work, doing things, or, just watering my plants and they apparently grow. That's just what's appearing. It's so fucking cool that there is no cause and effect. Yet the freaking flower blossom or it dries out. No idea why. No one can know that. And no one even wants to know that. That's the thing. There's only one asking questions. That's the illusion. The illusion asks questions and the illusion wants answer. And then, apparently, for no reason at all, the questions can seem to stop and no one needs an answer anymore. And then there's just what's happening and no one is asking why. Because there's literally no one there to wonder anymore. It's just a loop of asking and getting an answer. And the answer might feel good, it might feel relaxing. But it doesn't lead anywhere. Nothing will ever lead anywhere. That is why this is so hopeless. This video won't lead to anything. Literally nothing. But apparently it can appear relaxing or it can appear very freaking upsetting. And that's just what's happening. That's all this love. It's just love appearing as that. As whatever. No choice in anything. No separation. Literally no separation. There's not like a sense of me being here and someone being there. It's just, you know, seamless what's happening. And it's so beautiful to just look at life without all these filters, all this, you know, just this deep sense of fear. Because, of course, it's so scary to be a human being and you think you will die one day. And you feel separate, you feel so alone, and this feels so unknown. So we're just desperate to try to figure this out, but it can never happen. It's just empty stories being told by no one, and they don't stay, you know. There is no history. That's so cool. History just exists when it's just history happening, when we're talking about history or whatever, you know. This is just storytelling, but there is no history. Beautiful, just stories of history, just stories of a universe, just stories of an earth. Fuck, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. This nothingness, this void, this emptiness appearing as a world, as an apartment, as this life, you know. That's so wow. So wow. And stories are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with stories. It's, you know, it's beauty. It's beautiful in the ugly, in the terror, in the whatever, you know, in the ecstasy and the bliss. It's just stories. No one telling them. Wow. But yeah, it can, because it's really like seeing things for the first time. So it's just wow. Stunning, sometimes so intense, like wow, it's so stunning, completely absorbed in whatever is being seen. It can just be a brick wall and it's just wow, you know, the textures, the aliveness. It's so alive, you know, a bird eating a dead rat there. It's wow, it's so alive. It's so alive. An argument happening, aliveness, so alive. Eating chips in the sofa, watching a movie. Ooh, aliveness. It's so alive. But yeah, it's also just empty, like no thoughts about anything, about it, about what things are. It's just more empty, I guess. And I know heads, you know, hands come up to the head, empty, but there is no head. It's not the head being empty. There's not even a head here. There's nothing in the head. This is just an appearance. It's just part of the appearance. This is when I sound like a crazy bitch. And that's beautiful. No choice in sounding like a crazy fucking bitch. Love it. I love it. Love, love, love it. And you know, again, it's just stories. No difference in any stories, right? So here it can blossom like loneliness, restlessness, separation, you know, whatever. But it's not this sense of like, I don't know, like it's happening to me, or it being wrong, or needing to change, or even that can appear. Fuck, anything can appear. It's already appearing, and there's already no separation. There's already no past and future. That's just a thin little veil, a thin little contracted feeling that things are happening to you. But it's amazing when it's like, sometimes there's like trying to remember how things felt before, because it was just so much happening all the time. Always comparing, like, okay, how is this relating to me? There was always this hidden like agenda, you know, behind everything, unknown or known. Like how can this improve my life, or how will this destroy my life? What should I take away? What should I take in? Are you a threat to me or are you a gift to me? Like it was always this thing going on. And now it's like, I don't know, it's can even, it's just so empty, just so empty. Even the story of that, so empty. Even the story of comparison, even the story of, a little bit self-conscious here about the body on the beach, or a little, the story of money, like, panicking, or like, yeah, really, enjoying that money. Like, it's all just so empty, it's so light. Empty and so light, all its stories. One moment there, next moment gone, and no one is keeping track or looking. Where did it go? Or what happened before? Or, yeah, like really a void. This is the void. It's just a void. Like this. Like this. Not special, like literally nothing is special. But yeah, I guess one of the biggest mind facts are that no one has ever done anything. There is no choice, like no one has a choice, it's just happening by itself. And there are no rules to this. It's just a game, it's just a, illusion that there are rights and wrongs. And it's so, I don't know, it's just popping up so much today. It's so funny, all these stories of gurus and Buddhists and light workers, and like, like they think they are the end on the path. They think they are sitting at the end of the tunnel, like, oh, hello, here I am, and I am a blessing to you. Welcome, congratulations, you made it. And it's just another story. It's really just another story. It's just another story in the dream. And there's just, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just beautiful, but it's just another dream. This is just dreaming, but suddenly it's not your dream anymore. There's no one who has the dream. It's just a dream. No one there. Already death. Yeah, I guess there's like a bit of grief happening over the stories that used to be, because it was very intense for Julia, like very intense stories. I mean, it's all intense. Julia is not special, that's not special, but there was so much looking and chasing. This spiritual story, going to an ashram, which turned out to be this really crazy cult. Hearing that I was reincarnated goddess from India, and all these stories. Oh, you're Sarasvati, and it was wow. What a creative story. What a story. Oh, you're so gifted. It's because you have been, you have lived for thousands, maybe millions of years, not millions, but thousands of years. You're so old. What an old soul you are, Julia. That is so beautiful to hear when you're in separation, of course, and it's like you just feel so alone and incomplete, and you just need hope and to hear that you are special. Please tell me I'm special. Oh, but yeah, I guess some grief over just stories. Just even the small things, even the little thing of, it will make a difference in my life if I go out in the sun. A story of going out in the sun, that will make life a little bit better. Always just this traveling, you're just traveling in life. Life is a journey. No longer a life, no longer a journey. Oh, Oh, so it's just a beautiful heartbreak happening by itself for no one, I guess. But the thing is, as soon as that is not present, as soon as that story is not being told, there is no one keeping track of that. So then it's just watching Netflix and it's woohoo, I don't know. No memory of this even being said or told. Just stories, and sometimes they're so boring. Oh, it can be so boring listening to other stories sometimes. You're just like, please shut the fuck up. Or you're just waiting for you to tell your story because that gives a kick. To tell your own story gives a kick. But to listen to others, it's just, oh, when is it my turn? Oh, you know, all these relationships and friendships, it's just telling stories, confirming stories. I'm real, you're real. We're telling our stories here. What's your opinion about my story? Oh. But yeah, just complete home. Obvious that there's nowhere to go. And no one who can choose to go anywhere. Anyhow, so yeah. No choice in relaxing, no choice in, being tense and stressed out about life and fixing life. And things, I mean, everything happens still. Bills need to be paid or not paid, no choice in that, and becoming homeless. Taking care of kids or not, no choice in that. But it happens, yeah, so fucking more easy because all this sense of life, oof, and need to fix it because you think you are holding life together. It's your job to make sure the bricks don't fall off the wall. So of course when that just poof goes and it's obvious that this is all automatic and it was always automatic. So much more easy. So much more easy. Literally the most chaotic scene can being played out and there can be nothing happens. It's just so calm and peaceful and just automatically the body just do things in that situation. Fix it or not fix it. Run away or don't run away. No thoughts of guilt and shame or what you should do or not should do, and this fight happening inside. It's just acting out by itself. It depends on what the body is conditioned to do, I guess, to help or to not help. So effortless. That's the word. It's so effortless. So fucking effortless, and no one keeping track of the apparent failures or the apparent successful stories. No one keeps track of anything. No idea how this appears, how it's appearing to others. There are no thoughts. I cannot even think of how this appears to others. It's like, no, it's impossible because this is not separate from the others or what is happening. It's all one happening. So yeah, much more effortless. Really. The shame, the guilt, I'm a bad parent, I'm a good parent. What does she think of me now? And oh no, don't cry, children. Oh, don't be upset. Or I mean, all these stories of that some things are more wrong or more right crumbles, and it's just wow, it's all this fucking love. It's all love already. The chaos is love. The kids screaming at each other are love. The parents fighting, a plate of food dropping to the ground. It's all love. It's so playful. It's just a joke. It's just giggles. Even, the teaching your children how to do things right, that's just a part of the giggle. That is the sound of the giggle. The giggle is, the lecture. So it's just so light and I don't know, it's just so beautiful. Beautiful. In all the colors. All the colors, even the very, ooh, a little bit uncomfortable ones that, ooh, uncomfortable feelings. That's your stories. It's your stories. Stories. There used to be many stories, now apparently less stories. No stories. Yeah. Ah, yeah.